It's that time of the week again. The NFL season has been amazing and unpredictable already. But don't worry, I'm ready to take on the challenge of picking winners. As we take a look at my record, last week was just a fluke, and I am back to my winning ways. I keep dancing around that perfect game. I was only off by a couple points for a few teams' final scores, but this week I am gonna make sure it happens, people. So let's get to the picks. Starting us off, the Chicago Bears head over to the dog pound to take on the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Bears gave me my only incorrect prediction from week 2. And I'm totally not bitter about that. But I do like the fact that they're starting Justin Fields this week. Now, this might be a rough go for the QB because Myles Garrett is probably foaming at the mouth to get after the rookie. The Browns are currently the 3rd best rushing team in the league, but the Bears have the 8th best defense in the league at the moment. The biggest thing, though, will be the passing attack, where Cleveland is middle of the pack and the Bears are second to last. Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield has been impressive early on in the season. Meanwhile, we've seen flashes of Fields and his arm, but a young, athletic rookie quarterback like himself will usually scramble and run early before making that second read. I think Fields shows a bright Bears future, but the Browns spoil his debut, winning 34-21. And up next, the Detroit Lions are getting ready to host the Baltimore Ravens. And before we go any further, Lions fans, this might be surprising, but the Lions offense is actually ranked in the upper half of the league. So the Jared Goff experiment is going better than expected. But you have the Ravens, who just handed Mahomes his first loss in September and the #1 rushing offense in the league. Now, granted, most of that rushing is done by Lamar Jackson since they don't really have a running back. Both teams' defenses are uninspiring, giving up at least 30 points in both games. And so this will be the definition of bending, not breaking. The Lions have impressed me early on, but they lose this one 37-24. And up next, the Vikings that host the Seattle Seahawks. And this one will be a lot of offense, so be sure to load up your fantasy team for this one. The connection between Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett has been special. And also, it cost me a fantasy game, but we're going to ignore that. And Kirk Cousins has looked pretty impressive. Plus, it helps when you have Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson to make all the plays for you. But despite that, the Vikings go as Dalvin Cook goes. And last year, the Seahawks, they came away with a single-point victory. But this time, I think the Vikings get a huge game from Cook and get the revenge win. And Minnesota finally gets in the win column, beating Seattle 31-30. And finally, the Sunday night game between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the Packers appeared to get back on track on Monday night against the Lions, and the Niners didn't really look all that impressive in their win over the Eagles. But don't let that fool you, though. This has been one of the better rivalries in the past couple of years, and it should shape up to be another good one. The Niners don't really scare me with Jimmy G, but they have George Kittle and a solid run-by-committee attack, and the Packers' run defense doesn't really inspire confidence. But they did pitch a shutout in the second half on Monday night. So maybe, just maybe, they can start to build some momentum. But I still think it is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, and his best friend, Davante Adams, should continue to thrive. This will be a close, fun game, but let's make it 2 in a row for the green and gold, beating the Niners 34-27. Thank you for watching ABC 10 News on YouTube. For the latest Upper Peninsula news, weather, and sports, be sure to subscribe to our channel and like us on our Facebook page.